I'm Rob Trent. I'm a mouth painter for the Mouth and Foot Painting Artists, and you can see my work at mfpa.uk. This video is a time-lapse with some photos of my new art studio being built, but before that you'll see my old art studio being demolished. Everything from clearing out the old studio, demolishing it and building the new one, and all the groundworks that go with it, was carried out by South Coast Building Group. I'm really indebted to them for the fantastic job that they've done on my studio. Anyway, we'll start with the demolition, and as you can see, everything from the studio inside was first cleared out, and now we're seeing people working on taking the roof down, slowly stripping it back until there's nothing left. It was quite amazing really how quickly the old studio took to completely remove. It served me well for 15 years, but now I just needed something else. I wanted something a little bit bigger. And there it is, all gone, just the outside paving left to remove. And indeed, that was the next stage. The old paving's there, leaving the concrete base for the old studio and making the bigger base for the new one. A lot of groundwork went on at this stage. Once the ground had been levelled, it was time to start laying the concrete for the bigger studio. And while that was being finished off, we had the timber frame for the new studio delivered to our house. And there you can see the concrete base is now ready. And slowly but surely the timber makes its way down to the garden, ready to start creating the frame for the new studio. And now you can see the first few timber pieces being positioned and the floor membrane being put down. And there you go. The base is all done and we're now ready to build upwards. And off we go. The first frame is ready for the rear wall and it starts to go up. And then the sides. And it's amazing how quickly this all takes place. I was really impressed with the work that was done. So far, so good. And more timber to strengthen and further define the frame. You can see the entrance where the bifold doors are going, and now the roof timbers are going on. And now the timber panelling goes onto the roof, meaning that at least the rain will stop coming in from the top, if not the front. And then they put this wrap around the studio. I'm really not sure what that is or what it's called, but it looks very nice. Also interesting to note that when we started this, the leaves are a nice golden colour, and now the tree's bare. We're getting into winter and some really poor weather. And as if by magic, down came the rain. Meanwhile, they carried on working regardless of the weather. And they're putting on this inner casing. I don't really know what it's called. I'm not an expert on these things, but you can see they're working hard despite rain coming down. And then the outer shell starts to appear. More work going on inside while the rain's coming down, and also perhaps some electrical work. I'm really not sure what goes on down there. I kept out of the way for a long time. And now the roof. Putting the coating, different layers of coating on the roof over the timber panels. And the roof's done. Some work going on around the sides. And there at the bottom of the camera you can see the Christmas reindeer making an appearance. It probably was only about November because we've had such a year that I thought we'd get the decorations out early this year. And there on the right hand side of the frame now also the bifold doors ready to go on, and that won't be long before you see them going on, and there they go. And of course, just as they went on and I wanted to film it nicely, the rain came pouring down again. But nonetheless, the doors went on, see them testing, and there's the view from inside with the bifold doors. Not finished inside by any means, but starting to look very impressive. And here we are inside now. You'll see more footage now rather than the building going up. The walls are there ready to be plastered. And the next shot, you'll see the plastering complete. Got some wires sticking out where the sockets will go, and there's the plastering done. The wires are more visible this time. And I'm starting to get really excited about the whole thing by now. But meanwhile, there's still some external groundworks to be done for the patio. And dead on time, the patio paving arrived, holding up more traffic. And so they're preparing the base and levelling the ground around the studio. And then again, the studio has a nice level entrance, so there's no step for my wheelchair to manoeuvre. And the paving slab's nearly done there. You can see them working out. We put the camera down inside the studio for a few days. Almost finished. And there's the internal flooring underlay, and next you'll see the floor, and it looks absolutely beautiful. The walls have been painted, the flooring's done. And here's another view, just having a look, going down my ramp towards the studio. Added a little concrete ramp down the bottom. I won't be going off the edge like that. And into the studio. You've got some kitchen units and a sink ready to be finished. There's an aircon unit which is absolutely fantastic. My ring light for my artwork. That chair will be moved because the easel will be going there, and another desk. And I'm ready to move back in. So that's the demolishing and construction of my new studio. Watch out for my next video when I'll give you a guided tour when everything's back in. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and once again thank you to South Coast Building Group for the fabulous work on my studio. Please give this video a like, and if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. Thank you very much.